follow me when the sky starts to change. Yeah, we won't be afraid. We'll never be the same again.
Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and ignorant children of the Isles, what is up and what is good? Happy Friday to all of you out there. We had a Friday night SmackDown tonight that's set up for Saturday night's main event. Hopefully, you guys are ready for that. Hopefully, you guys have had a chill day. Hopefully, you're staying warm too with this weather that's coming in here. But hey, with the weather coming in here and with you coming in here onto this stream, what is this stream? What are we all about? Where have we arrived here? Where have we come? What is this world we're in? Well, with anime in our souls and thoughts of wrestling out of control, we are a group of weebs who love the entertainment of professional wrestling. So allow us to be the voices inside of your head as we go through the wrestling events of the evening, give our thoughts and predictions on what's to come, and provide an experience inclusive to all you nerds out there. So grab your steel chair, yell for the tables, and get put through an experience unlike any other. Brought to you, of course, by Anime We Studio. This is the Weebs of the Ring podcast. I, of course, am one of your lovely co-hosts tonight, your reigning, defending, undisputed, universal heavyweight champion of the world, Watkins here. I'm going to be your guide through all the wrestling bullshit that happened tonight. Some of it was good, some of it was but it sounds like the other two co-hosts were bored to tears. But hey, we'll criticize that as we go along. But don't worry, none of us are probably going to be yelling or saying obscenities or anything, unless Vash gets a little heated. I don't know. We'll see. He's one that really likes to argue and get just like yell at you, make you feel really down on yourself. You know, he's the most negative person on this podcast. I don't even know why we have him on here in this group of weebs and all that. But hey, with that all that preamble going on, maybe it's because he hangs out with The Rock a lot. Maybe it's because he is a Bill Goldberg fan. I don't know. He calls himself a revolutionary. He calls himself a visionary. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Legendy Vash. Vash, how you doing tonight?
At some point, I feel like I'm questioning, like, is he complimenting me or is he dissing me under disguise of complimenting me? It's like, chat, it's like, you hear the woo, then what? The woo! It's like you're in a crowd and you're hearing the promo talk, you're like, uh-huh. Speak facts, my G. Yeah, but then you be like, wait a minute, is he speaking facts or am I getting some shade thrown? But hey, chat, it's your boy Legendary Vash. I'm here, the human of time full, the House of Tempest, the all about Tranquilito and Latino heat. And yeah, supposedly I am the lover of Goldberg Stan, but some people say some truth, some people say some lies. It's up to you to pick and choose which one it is. But on my side of the story is I never been or said that. I have never meant it. But hey. He has some, some people show how much you could do in a minute. If you know, you know. However, we are here for this Friday Night SmackDown. Hey, just want to tell you, chat, right before we were going live, I was just going to use like a regular camera, no go green screen. But I'm like, yo, they ain't like me. We got to go all 9 yards, the green. We got to go the full function, light on and everything. Just doing the show just got me excited and everything, just got me awake and everything. Even though, like Watkins said, the show should not be 3 hours, bro. Honestly, it shouldn't. Hey, yo, look. Like I said, if it is gonna be 3 hours, start it at 7 p.m. EST and then end by 10, because I feel like that'd be smoother. Because like, yo, that 8 to 9 o'clock, it felt like I was ready from 8 to 9. I feel like I was like doing a time skip from a 2-year time skip from One Piece, and I jumped to like 10 o'clock, and it was even 10 o'clock yet.
See,
guys,
my
what the
see
fuck?
my time like that happened from like it's always like around 9:20 to 9:30. I look at my clock and I'm like, oh my god, there's another hour and a half still.
Oh, so for you it happened in the middle right there. For me, it happened in the beginning because
Mhm.
I was watching a drop on Discord, through our legal ways of the VPN. We're not sponsored, but NordVPN, go get it, guys. Hey, if it helps out, do what you gotta do. But hey, free shout out to what we use. But
Mhm.
we was just dead. I was watching and everything, and then
Yeah.
chat. I was literally watching the Carmelo Hayes and Ilja Dragunov match, and then literally I felt like I took like a time skip nap, and then I woke up. It was a Cody Rhodes and fucking Jacob Fatu segment. I was like, oh
God.
shit. Or I get in my ears, it's just aggression in my ears, and I'm like, oh shit. Somebody woke me up. And
Good.
I see Jacob and Cody just front of each other like, shit, what the fuck happened? Like in my head, I know Carmelo won. I feel like I was awake while hearing the whole match chat. But goddamn. I just woke up like, yo, and then I
Mhm.
saw the clock. It was fucking 8:53. I was like, oh shit. We still got 2 hours.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn. It felt like it's been like 2 hours, but it's only been one. And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, luckily our other co-host was there to kind of join you not only in the festivities of watching, but also in the festivities of napping, which again, I don't fully blame you guys on one hand, because again, the 3 hour format is kind of not great at all. But anyways, our other co-host here, he's known around these parts as the genius of the mat. He's giving his dog a little bit of a breather time right now, because everybody deserves a little bit of a rest. Hell, Buddy, I think just found out that there's going to be a new Muppet special coming on at Disney Plus. So if you he just got so excited he just jumped off the walls and all that, just like creating a bunch of chaos for him, and now he's just all tuckered out, so hey, he's got to sleep well. But ladies and gentlemen, it is the man who loves to throw containers onto the ground with heavy force. That's right, it's Drop This Box. Drop, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good, and just so I don't have empty space on the YouTube feed, I just use an old figurine of mine just to have there for the time
Yeah.
being. But I'm doing
I haven't
pretty
seen that
good.
one in a while.
Yeah, I haven't used it in years. Honestly can't really recall the last time I used it. But
Same,
yeah,
same.
like when it comes to SmackDown itself, and this goes for Raw or just anything in general. Like I guess for sticking to wrestling, mainly I always watch the shows for like certain things. Like obviously I want to be involved with everything going on, but there's always going to be like those select few things that I'm interested in when it comes to the kind of things I really want to sink my teeth into. When it comes to like, the interview that Cody had and you saw Jacob Fatu, I like that. And then you saw AJ Styles, and then you got the whole announcement of him and Shinsuke Nakamura taking place at Saturday night's main event, starting off his retirement tour pretty strong. That's another thing I liked as well. But then there's like other things, and I'm going to try my best not to repeat what I said last week because, well, not just me, but the other two guys as well, because you guys gave us a lot of shit for what we were saying about the women's title last time we posted a clip on social media, which, I mean, I'm just going to be honest, like, we have nothing against you guys, but we all grow up, we all go to school, we all learn different things. Just please, and I'm going to say this again, just please watch the video before forming an opinion, because you can't just look at a title and automatically assume you know what the video is about, because literally everything you guys were saying in the comments, we were addressing there, talking about how it's a creative issue. Like I can recall me saying that, Watkins saying it, Vash had the floor for a little bit on that clip. He even addressed it when he was talking. So it's like, please take some time to like listen to us. And like, even when we go through this show today, the stuff that we have issues with, it's always targeted towards creative, because these people are just doing their jobs to get paid so they have food to put on the table for their families and everything. Maybe in their head they want things to go down a different direction. I mean, I would assume that's probably a thought going through a lot of their heads, but at the end of the day, you know, this is what they do for a living. This is how they make their money and everything, so they got to do what they're told. So just wanted to say that. But yeah, it is the first special event really happening tomorrow with Saturday night's main event. And
Yeah.
it's pretty crazy. We're already there at this point, almost done with January.
Oh my god, dude. It's the January has actually, because sometimes January can drag a little bit. It's actually gone very quick this year, and it's kind of got me scared, at least for me. Like, January is just kind of blown by. Like, I can't believe next week's the Royal Rumble, you
Yeah.
know? And I
Yeah,
mean,
that's true.
they've done a little build for it, which uh, on one hand, I understand, like, okay, it's the Royal Rumble. It kind of sells itself. But on the other hand, it would be nice to have a little bit more going into the show, but maybe they're going to save that for the go home week. Huh? Maybe. Who knows? But, you know, if
Yeah, it is
anything that we
true.
learned, if we learned anything from Unreal season 2,
Oh boy.
is we need a massive overhaul of the creative team. I don't want to go on a huge tangent because I only got 2 episodes in and I had to turn it off because I'm just like, this is dumb. This is really dumb. But I saw some clips going around and some talk about it. I'm just like, you guys really don't know what you're doing. There's 12 of them in that room. Half of them, over half of them, are sitting there like this.
If I could inject something as well in this conversation, Chad. I really want to put some insight. Me and the team, we had this conversation a week ago. We're like, hey, want to do any short form content? We all like had ideas. We said stand by. We'll talk about it. And then when the day came for us to, you know, make the content for it, it was a ghost town. Because one, Watkins, like you mentioned, he saw 2 episodes, he lost interest. When the day came to actually watch it and I saw clips online of what was being discussed, it just got me less interested. As somebody who works in production, I just don't give a fuck about it because people need to remember documentaries are a product of what's being truth to a vague or blurred line of what's being told. But this is a WWE product made by WWE within the purpose of telling the story within by and made by WWE product of a documentary of Unreal. And I'll tell you this, what Watkins says is 100% true, because these workers have no passion in actual creativity. Because I've seen some clips, and it just they don't excite me to the wall. They just look and just start waiting. Like, I just feel like it just feels too staged. I feel like it reminds me of I haven't seen the documentary as well, for the Stranger Things as well. But it just reminds me of, it's just like, it feels too staged in my aspect. Like, it just feels like conversations just waiting for, like, Triple H to talk. It just feels for everyone just to even give idea, and they're scared to give ideas. It's like, they say an idea, like, I feel like they're trying to shoot darts to the wall without even trying. And that's not good in intel. They're carrying a $5 billion, I believe, is what the contract with Netflix is overall, and they extended to 10 years and everything. So we have almost like a $5 billion company, and they're really outing themselves in why the story of theirs has been bad or stagnant in the past year and a half. Just letting you guys, they literally shooting themselves in the foot.
Enough of Unreal. Fudge that show. Done with that show. Let's prove how those statements that we just said about Unreal and about how the creative team is crap, especially when it comes to a 3-hour show. Let's talk about how some of it was actually kind of decent. Some of it was meh, but I wouldn't say anything was like outright bad, at least for me. Like, and again, I heavily emphasize for me, but you know, that's for all you hearing impaired people out there that, or excuse me, the choosing of being hearing impaired. There we go. The right way. So anyways, our WWE title picture. Basically, this is going to be our headline story. This is the whole crux of our 3 hours here because we had an opening segment, we even had a midterm segment, and we had a closing segment, all dealing with the WWE title picture, this fatal 4-way match that we're getting tomorrow night at Saturday night's main event to find out who's going to face off against Drew McIntyre at the Royal Rumble. We had Sammy coming out at the beginning, running down the crowd, talking about his competitors, interacting with Trick and Damian Priest as well. We had Drew McIntyre later on running down his competition, basically giving them a warning. And of course, we had the match between Trick Williams and Damian Priest, which ends in a DQ because of the stuff that happened earlier. So thanks for another DQ finish for a main event. Awesome, guys. Thank you. And of course, Randy Orton standing tall, RKOing everybody from out of nowhere and all that. I mean, this is just one big lump segment here, I think, because a lot of it kind of had to deal with the same thing. You know, we had Sammy. He started off the night because, hey, we're in Canada, we're in Montreal. Send the hometown boy out there, get the crowd going, get the crowd excited. And of course, Sammy cutting those promos that he always does because he's the ultimate underdog. I do like Trick Williams' spot here. I think he fits in very nicely in
Too
this
well,
role.
honestly. He's transitioning so beautifully. Like, huge props to Trick Williams in that aspect. Like, that transitional period of him just only being there for a month now, because I understand that, chat. He's been there for almost 3 to 4 weeks officially on the roster, in the main event. In the main roster. And he's executing the transitional period so good with the crowd, the pausing. He's having a few slightly errors, like throwing the mic in the hard cam side and maybe hitting a fan. You know, little slip-ups happen. But just controlling the crowd and everything else you're doing there, my G, is flawless. And it's just the way he's fit as well. I don't know if you heard Michael Cole breaking character. They also posted the clip out as well. When Trick, the way he walk in, you hear Michael Cole like coughing out with laughter. And I was like, damn, they caught that. That's crazy.
Oh, that's crazy. And also, like, I forgot how big Trick Williams was. Because Damian Priest walks out there. God, that man, Trick was like almost
neck to neck.
I would say kind of overpowering him a little bit, at least in like the presentation wise. I don't know if it was just like their staging in the ring or ever, or just like like how their like Damian's body was, because he was more like to the side from the hard cam and Trick was like right in the middle. So like you could see like his full body. And I don't know. I don't know what it was. Trick just looked a lot bigger than Damian Priest. I'm just like, man, not many people on the roster currently can kind of say that, you know, like some people can say, oh, maybe I'm thicker than Damian Priest. Some people might be a little bit taller than him, but not as big. Nah, Trick Williams, though, he's got it. He's got it. And I mean, their match later on was fine. You know, Trick Williams, like even Michael Cole, I believe, said it on commentary. Trick Williams was in control for like 90% of that. So, and plus, main event of SmackDown, like you were saying, Vash, this is like his 3rd or 4th week officially being part of the roster.
He's carrying
and he's already main eventing.
Yeah, it just goes to show like how much stock that they have in him, which I'm glad that this wasn't like a trial run in NXT where he was just trying the main event scene, because that's what I was worried about at first. Is that since we had a lot of people leaving NXT heading to the main roster, I thought they were just going to use him as like, well, we need to put some guys in the main event. I'm just glad it wasn't just an NXT thing, and then once he came up to the main roster, that was it. Like, I'm glad that he's actually transitioning to that spot very well, like feuding with people like Sami Zayn and Randy Orton and the rest of them that we're going to see him wrestle later tonight, because it now is Saturday, whenever that pay-per-view comes out a little bit later in the evening, or a TV special, whatever you want to call it, doesn't really matter. But it's like, I'm just very glad to see him in this position, and I'm glad he was able to outgrow that shelf, because a lot of people just looked at him as Melo's sidekick, but now he's his own person. So at least you don't have to
Yeah.
really think about that anymore, which is a good thing on his end, because, you know, that's definitely something for sure that he probably really appreciates, that he has some longevity to him. So he's not just like a side character, which sucks because there's a lot of people you see in teams or factions or whatever it is, and they're always the side character that once they break out on their own, they're not really, you know, doing as much. But I mean, he's doing a very good job, and I'm very happy to see where he is. I mean, he's literally like the whole package, so I'm glad they gave him a shot and they had him run with the ball and everything. Like, he has the presentation, you know, he dresses very well, he has a good look to him and everything. You can easily make a whole bunch of action figures out of the guy when it comes to a lot of the outfits that he comes out with. He's already over. Yeah, the whole crowd chanting, you know, whoop that trick and everything. You know, he's very charismatic. He knows how to talk on the mic. There's literally like no screw ups with this guy. Like, he knows exactly what he's doing. And then that's just really cool to see with somebody like still very young, like in the game, when it comes to a lot more years that they have in them when it comes to doing this thing. And I just really appreciate what they're doing with that. It's just some really good stuff here. I mean, I would never have told you that he would be button heads of Randy Orton or Sami Zayn like this soon, but here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very true.
Sammy, I could see, but Orton, yeah, that would be a stretch at this point with
That was
anybody else.
unexpected. And also, I just wanted to add is that Booker T is miss when his song comes on, I whoop that trick, and Booker T like, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of do. I was kind of doing it on my chair. I was just like, whoop that trick.
Yeah.
Oh, whoop that trick. Oh,
if I'm not doing it out loud, if no one is hearing me in Discord, I'm doing it in my head. I'm doing my head. It's just that I got so used to a Booker T being on the mic. Like, he adds the extra level. He adds the extra gear of the song, the background noise that, you know, for that commentary. So like, it doesn't feel quiet. It's because Booker T has been in the game for so long.
Yeah.
So he adds that extraness, and that came with it. So now on the mid roster, you just can't go with it. So now in my head, I'm like,
yeah, it's like regardless if he's like a face or a heel, he's gonna be getting those whip that trick chants, which is really good because his music is just like instrumental. So it's glad that he has something else to rely on when he goes out there.
A great example of that, it reminds me of Seth Rollins, of his song, that when he comes out, he's a heel or face, people still love him, and he just goes along with it. It's just that type of song. It's like, it's just instrumental. It has the beat, it has to drop, and then it just gets the higher level. It just works with it.
No reason to change it. No changing.
Yeah, please don't change it. Please don't. No. Because like, you can keep this with him as a heel because it's the whole cocky thing. It's the whole like attitude with it. It's just like, it's just like this. It's the same thing I said about Seth. Keep his music. Why? Because as a heel, his whole thing is like, I'm in control right now. That's why like the whole complaint of like him being goofy and like dancing and all that shit. I'm just like, that's part of the shtick. That's part of the heel character is him being that cocky. He's doing all that for a reason. And the fact that, you know, people might hate it, good. You're supposed to hate it because at the moment, he's a heel. Good. Hate on it because you're supposed to, you know? So yeah, keep that music, keep that presentation, because here's the thing. Everything that Drop and Vash have mentioned tonight deals with one little thing that you hear constantly, not only just in wrestling, but like in any other sort of media when you have like a new guy coming through or like somebody's looking for the new person. It's that it factor. It's that mysterious it factor that you can't just seem to put words to. But we just kind of did it today because it's a whole list of things. It's presentation, it's mic work, it's in-ring work, it's feeling that you belong. Like that's the thing. Trick being in the mix with all these guys, it feels right. Like, it doesn't feel like out of place. It doesn't feel
doesn't.
forced on us at all, at least for me. Like, it just feels natural, you know? And I think spending a little bit of time that he did in NXT did benefit him in the long run for all that, because like now he doesn't have to go through the Miz. I mean, eventually he probably will, but at least right now, at least in like this first month, he's not going through the Miz. He's not going through like our who was the other one at Dolph Ziggler or anything. Like, he's not going through like those beginning stages, those
So
beginning feuds, those Kit Wilsons, if you will, you know, like.
I have two things. One, he also did benefit from TNA doing the dual
True.
time as well, so that helped as well. But
Mhm.
two, if he does run into the Miz in the future, chat, hold this to me. We're gonna have this clip ready in the future as a follow-up.
Yeah.
Miz Trick or Miz Willie?
I don't like any of those.
It's gonna be the future tag team names. Miz
I
Trick,
don't
like
like any of those.
MIZ, like you missed the trick, missed the trick.
I don't like any of those. Those are just as bad as Mellow Don't Miz.
Exactly.
Because I'm awesome.
That's exactly why, because
would he
that's
always do
the
that?
Miz
Why would he always do
style. That's the Miz model. But exactly like we keep talking about is how good that Trick Williams was in the segment. For him to be
Yeah.
belonging back in SmackDown, for him to be on the main roster, he's doing so well for himself. But let's not also forget about talking about Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
Damian Priest told him tonight that you're always in other people's business and you find a way to get in people's face and to get into people's problems. And not lie, in my head when I heard that tonight, I'm like, you know what? He actually ain't wrong. He actually speaking facts about that, because I just put to like I didn't realize it just now, chat. It's like I knew it, I just didn't clock it, but put in like the coincidence of how everything goes by Sami Zayn character. But they're like, yo, Shay, you're right. He puts himself in those positions by getting to people other business because
Yeah.
he's too kind-hearted, because he want to help, but he also doesn't like to get taken advantage of. And exactly, he came out, and I'm like, oh, Sammy, you're proving Damian's point. You're literally
Yeah.
getting involved. You're literally
Yeah.
making the point of what he mentioned in the back like 10 minutes ago.
Well, I think at that point too, Sammy was just like, you know what, screw everybody. You know, I'm in Canada, I'm in my home like country. Forget everybody. Damian Priest, why are you in this match? Trick, you may have, which I'm glad Trick also kind of falls into that category of calling Sammy out on some BS, basically calling him potential man of the WWE. Which
yes.
you know, I'm just gonna label Sammy as that until he wins a world title. So there's
Yeah.
that agenda right there, folks.
Potential man is crazy.
But it's like it's like they had points. They made a lot of sense, and that's what I really like in like my heel promos and all that, or just in promos in general. Just like make sense, like grab from what's happening and what has happened, use that effectively to the point where it's like now I'm getting a little bit more sympathy with Sammy, but I'm also seeing him in a different light. And I'm also glad too that it made Sammy kind of have a different attitude for the rest of the night, because we saw later on, because you know, after Drew runs down everybody, he made it a point to specify Sammy and to do his little Drew McIntyre thing of being like, oh, even your kid is disappointed, which the line he used of like, he was disappointed since he was born, since he opened his eyes at first. It's just like, oh, Sammy, I thought Sammy was going to come out and attack him there. No, he did something better. The slap in the backstage.
Expect a slap. I didn't expect that.
That's why I'm really hoping that like they throw Sammy a bone or something, because I hate when they cock tease a lot, because they cock tease way too much when it comes to these kind of things where it's like they put Sammy in these positions where he could really do this thing and actually get that moment, and then all of a sudden they just forget about it if he loses a match, and then the camera's focused on someone else. I mean, since you brought up Drew McIntyre, I might as well just bring this up. I'm not really a fan of like this whole rumor going around right now. Like, I'm all for him heading into WrestleMania as champion. No issues at all with that whatsoever. I feel like he deserves it. That just tells me he's getting a good lengthy run, so I'm happy about that. But I'm not. I don't want to do like we'll talk about Cody later. But I'm really hoping that's not like where the money is at when it comes to Cody and Drew at WrestleMania. I do not need to see that. We've seen that way too much. It's not going to add any special flair if it's at WrestleMania at this point. And I mean, you have like everything in front of you to just have Sammy and Drew again. Like the one thing, and this is something that they've done in the past of other people as well, where it's like the one person that they can't beat. And Drew just has it over his head, and now he's saying all these personal things and everything, and they can dive even deeper into that after he wins the Rumble, if he is in it or not, because we don't know yet. We'll find out later tonight. But the main reason why I want Sammy to lose later during this match that he has for like the number one title is not because I don't want him to be the number one contender. I just feel like he can earn it in a better way, and it would just be more meaningful. And it's almost like they were trying to telegraph it in the beginning when he was literally like one of the very first people to like really kick off this whole Rumble thing. Or at least, you know, get some sort of sense like, yeah, this is what they're teasing when he was talking about the whole thing where, you know, other people have been champion, I haven't, and all that. He's won all these other titles. He's never really won the big one. I'm like, that's just like the perfect underdog story to do. That's just like the perfect thing to do with him. Like, I don't understand, like, why are we waiting? Like, why are we waiting to do this and that? I mean, you have a Saudi Rumble, which, you know, I'll be honest, really wasn't that excited for that to begin with. But at the same time, that's pretty much his territory there, where you have a lot of people, you know, gunning for him. So if he were to come out and win that thing, I'd be very happy because I feel like he deserves it. And there's other people like a Roman and a Cody or whoever that don't need Rumbles or Chambers anymore to get those championship matches. Those Rumble and Chamber matches, mainly just Rumble that I'm speaking, that's supposed to elevate your career forever. Like once you win that Rumble, you're set for life. And then once you have the championship, you lose it, you'll at least be featured in that card again to go after other world titles. That's just your step to get there. He's already a main eventer, but he hasn't really gone there and actually get that extra step to really push him hard to really make the moment meaningful. You want to talk about meaningful things. I mean, him winning a title at WrestleMania would do it for me. And I would be all for him and Drew because there's a story to be told there. They even brought it up when they met backstage at he's always beat Sammy over and over again. It's like, you're going to keep having him say that, or are you going to like do something with it? Like that's the thing with me. I just don't like how you bring up all these different kinds of things, but then we don't capitalize on it. It just seems like you're wasting our time.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't, and I think the other thing too with it is the fact that because like, and I'm glad you brought up the whole Saudi thing because it's like, okay, what are they gonna do with that moment for Sammy? Are they gonna have him win a Saudi Royal Rumble or win the title at a Saudi WrestleMania? Like, which Saudi event would WWE rather do, or which Saudi event would those princes love to see Sammy win it? And I would see it more of him winning the Rumble this year than him winning a title at Mania, only because they would rather have like Yokozuna show back up at WrestleMania to be like, oh yeah, I'm Yokozuna. Yokozuna's passed away, by the way, people. But like I could just see it something like that. But I doubt WWE is going to pull that trigger because again, they like to keep things safe. They like to play it safe. And the way they're setting stuff up right now with both Sammy and Cody, they're hammering it in that these two are going to be facing Drew next. And I'm really hoping it's kind of a swerve, especially from Cody's side, because I'm like, I want something fresh. Like Cody can have a match at Mania that's not for the title for once. Like
I agree.
the past 3 years he's had a title match at WrestleMania.
Roman,
Like,
Cody.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, you could have an argument of like, oh, well, night one of Mania 40. It's just like, yeah, cool, neat, whatever, fine. That still involved the freaking title picture, but whatever. Like, just freshen things up a bit. Like, you already started that with Drew winning the title. Let's keep that momentum going. Like, there's a built-in story with Sammy. Do that. You know,
I agree.
have honestly, this goes into fantasy booking and all that. Have Orton win next week. Because I'm sorry, Priest versus Drew, Trick. I mean, as much as we praised him tonight, he's not ready for a title match like that yet. Have it be Orton. Just have Orton go over, and then have him lose to Drew. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Don't sacrifice Sammy for this. Like
Agree.
that would just leave a horrible taste in my mouth. And then to have Cody win again, like I get it. We haven't had somebody win a Rumble for the third time in a long time, but can we just space those wins out?
I agree.
Like, that's the other thing, because we heard reports of like, oh, we were thinking about doing Cody versus Roman at WrestleMania, but we were worried about fan fatigue. Well, guess what? You'll get the same thing if Cody wins the Royal Rumble for a third time in like 4 years. Like, but I'm sorry. I'm just some dumbass online that is criticizing. Oh, how dare I criticize? Whatever bullshit. I'm just calling y'all out on your shit. That's what. Like your hypocrisy. Oh yeah, we don't want fans to get burned out. Then freshen it up. Keep it fresh.
Yeah, I agree. Like I don't understand like why they're making all these different decisions. Like how is Cody versus Drew any different? Like from fatigue? Yeah. Like nobody wants to see that. I mean, there's other ways to make your top guys look good without a title being involved.
Like if it happens in Elimination Chamber or something, then sure. Like Cody versus Drew one last time before before Mania, then I don't mind that. But for the Mania match, like hey, we already saw that for a 3 pin of 2 out of 3 pinfall type of match already, but I don't need to see another match from Mania. Like I agree with you guys. I support Sammy. I'm here for Sammy, and I agree with what we mentioned for Orton to be winning for tomorrow's event outside of that main event to be going over for Saudi. Because I agree. We've been saying this for Sammy to be winning the Royal Rumble since I believe since Saudi got announced as the Royal Rumble host.
I believe.
And we've been saying this, and we're like, hey, it has to be Sammy since that's literally it. Like, if it's anybody else, then we will have that conversation at the time. But at the moment, we've been saying it has to be Sammy because, like, this is his time. They're kind of also hammering that, he's the underdog still. He doesn't get the potential. He doesn't get the big win finally.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, he will.
It's the thing. Like, if you're going to tease it, just capitalize on it at a point. Don't keep, like, bringing it up over and over and over again, and then nothing happens.
Yeah, but tomorrow we'll find who's gonna face Drew first and all that. I'm gonna use this as like a good transition because we've mentioned Cody a lot and everything. So let's kind of talk about Cody here because there's some things I want to discuss when it involves Cody Rhodes and his character and story going forward. So tonight he has an interview with Michael Cole, which I have some words about how this interview went down as a structure, but we'll get to that when we get to it. So he has a sit down interview with Michael Cole, and Michael Cole asks him at first, hey, how you feeling after your loss to Drew? And Cody barely gets anything like a word in about it, and Cole's just like, enough of that. It's just like, dude, you just asked the question, and then like Cody didn't even finish his sentence, and you're just like, okay, well, enough about that. Let's not worry about that anymore. Jacob Fatu, blah, blah, blah. And, like, they don't even get much into that conversation until Jacob Fatu comes in. And this is probably one of my favorite Fatu promos that we've had because him and Cody have this little back and forth. Cody's kind of being a heel here. I'm not going to lie. He was kind of being a dick where he's just like, basically putting Jacob down for, being arrested, having to crawl back from all this stuff, almost being fired, not being here. And Jacob Fatu is just like, and God, I love this too, because he's just like, yeah, I made mistakes, but those mistakes made me a better person. What about you, Cody? Because like all Cody cared about, he was just like, yeah, we could have had this match at Saturday Night's Main Event for the title. And I love how Jacob stopped him there. He's just like, oh, okay, so that's all this is. It's just about having that title, which God, this is what I was talking about like months ago about how like Cody being corrupted by that title, being corrupted by having the keys to the kingdom. The same shit that happened to Roman when he started like being that tribal chief character. He was getting corrupted. He was being more of an asshole. He was like treating his own family like crap. Now Cody's kind of feeling that. He's kind of getting into that corruption, almost very similar to like with like Lord of the Rings, for example, with like when the ring kind of corrupts somebody because they want to have that power, they want to contain all that, and when they don't have it, you get that scary face from freaking Bilbo at the beginning. He's just like, hey, and it's like, oh, I don't want this ring. We need to take this thing down to Mordor and melt it down and all that. So this match with Cody and Jacob Fatu, I'm just going to be flat out honest. Jacob Fatu needs to win.
I do agree.
Like after tonight, I'm sorry, Cody, you were an asshole. You were a straight up dick to this guy. And, again, they're hammering it in. Oh yeah, Drew versus Cody at WrestleMania. We even had like Drew plaster his like this was kind of funny. He plastered an autographed picture of himself on Cody's bus. That was funny. But like this promo segment was really good. I really liked it. I'm just like, okay, yeah, now push Jacob Fatu right now. Give him all the titles. Give him all the men's titles. Give him all the women's titles. Give him all the NXT titles, the Evolve titles. Have him go to TNA, win all those titles. Have him jump ship to AEW and win all those titles. Have him go across the seas and win all those titles.
Breaks tonight.
Exactly. Like, God, it was really good. And the best part too, he's just like at the end where he's just like, you think I'm not in control? Nah. I'm in control. What was it? I'm very in control. And God, you can tell that because if he wasn't, Cody'd be dead right now. He would be murdered in his own little bus. But man, just Jacob needs to win tomorrow. I
do agree.
He needs to win.
I'm on the same boat on the aspect as well. Yes, chat, as much as I did joke on it earlier that I did take my little wake-up call during that segment. However, I did go online on Twitter and saw the rest of that segment as a fool. And I do agree. My boy Cody, he was a bit heelish, but I like that type of heelish. He was like aggressive heelish, like the WWE 2K announcement of the aggression. The Attitude Era mode of the game. So that's awesome for it because that's what it felt like from our boy Cody. He was given that attitude, he was given that aggression, and it shows that he lost the precious. He's going crazy for it. And Jacob, I like his attitude back. He didn't back down. He went on all 10 toes. So I really love the attitude for him. That was really cool to see. And I do agree 100%. Jacob better fucking win with all gas, no brakes tomorrow. That is my vote. That's my support. And I feel like Cody, if he takes a loss, this will not damage him at all. You literally are putting over Jacob Fatu as he's well deserved because he already was the US champion for like I think 30-40 days. All right, he could go for the WWE champion later this year.
He didn't hold that thing for very long, did he? Oops.
Nope.
Yeah, I agree. He should definitely win that match tomorrow because I'm really hoping that they push Jacob Fatu hard this year, especially since he's his own person now. He doesn't have to worry about being held back by Solo Sikoa anymore. Like, it's literally just him. So I'm hoping they take this opportunity, especially since it's earlier in the year, to give him a little momentum, because maybe he could potentially be a Money in the Bank holder or, something along the lines of that. Like, give him some sort of special treatment of some kind to really put him in the position that he needs to be. Because this isn't going to damage Cody. If he loses, he'll be perfectly fine. If anything, it would probably help, give him a little bit more characterization to like show more of that aggression that's coming out of him, like we saw in this interview, which I like how he's showing more character rather than just being who he is. I like how there's actually like more sides to him that we don't normally see, like the whole obsession thing and everything. So I'm expecting the both of them to have a great match tomorrow and everything. And I'm definitely in favor of Jacob Fatu going over without a doubt.
Drop, you gave me a great fucking idea. If Jacob Fatu, when it does happen that he becomes a Money in the Bank holder, I could imagine him using a briefcase as a weapon as well when he's going to cash in or use it around people. Desmond would throw it to people and just probably headbutt himself with it. I just know it would be hilarious moments if he is a Money in the Bank winner and having a briefcase as a weapon. It would be hilarious.
Oh yeah.
I also really like how we did at least put a little seed of doubt to the title win the other week, because even Fatu pointed it out. He's just like, okay, all right, that's cool that you thought you lost the title because of me, but here's the thing: Drew was almost out of that cage before I came out. Like, he has a point. He's just like, I didn't really cost you the match. You almost lost it your own self.
Yeah.
Like, so you're just pointing the blame on me and all, like, and plus you came after me. You tried to pull me. You tried to pull a rabid animal off of its prey, off of the carcass that it was eating. What did you think was going to happen, Cody? That was going to give you all the loves and kisses and want all the pets and the belly rubs? No. I mean, granted, I'm sure Jacob Fatu can be a big old teddy bear, but not in that moment. Nah, that moment he was freaking cocaine bear, ready to maul your face
Great
off
reference, chat.
Like,
if you guys want to watch a crazy, not horror, but bloody, gory film, then that'll be fun.
It's so funny. Cocaine bear. Oh man, yeah, it's just a really good segment, really good. And like, again, I love just seeing how Cody's getting corrupted with all this. I love it. I love it. This is the stuff I like. This is the character work I like. This is because it fits with my canon. My head canon. I feel like one of those weirdos with like MHA that are just like, oh yeah, my head canon is this, and it's just like, cool story, bro. Here's how the actual manga is going. So I'm just gonna go over here, where Deku's with Uraraka and not Bakugo. Okay, bye.
Yeah.
Enough of shipping wars. We got another war to talk about.
Oh yes, let's go.
So AJ Styles got invited to SmackDown by Nick Aldis, and it starts off very, very simple. Nick Aldis just like, are you sure you want to do this? Put your career on the line against Gunther? And AJ's like, yeah, I do. I want to do that and all that. Now, keep in mind, everybody, apparently AJ's contract does end in February, but again, you could always pencil in extensions, all that bullshit. But we're not here to talk about contracts because there's somebody else here to talk about something. That's Shinsuke Nakamura. Comes up to AJ Styles and be like, AJ, you want to prove that you're the best? You want to remind people why you're phenomenal? Face me tomorrow night at Saturday night's main event. Look, chat, people who might be checking this out later with the VOD, any of you out there, I get it. 2018 happened with Nakamura winning the Royal Rumble. We had the WWE version of their feud, which involved hitting each other in the nuts. I get it. And
that's literally what it was. That's literally what it was, Vash.
Yeah, Vash. It literally was. It started at WrestleMania. They had a decent match. It didn't live up to Wrestle Kingdom 10 standards because, WWE's a different style and all that. But end of the match, Nakamura just hits AJ in the nuts. the rest of the summer, it's literally just nut shot after nut shot. Ends in a last man standing match that involved a nut shot. So, anyways, we're getting a match between AJ and Nakamura.
Definitely Vince era. 100% sure.
Oh my god. Yeah. All I ask for this match, don't do what you did in 2018. Definitely don't go to Dick Kick City, either of you two. Don't do that. Instead, WWE, I beg you. In fact, I implores you, give them an hour. Give them an hour. Have them produce the match. Don't have your WWE producers. Have Nakamura and AJ.
Yeah, the ones that sit and do
match.
nothing in the room.
Yeah, no. Writing room, creative room, don't even touch this. Get away from this. Give them an hour. Let them just go after each other. Remind people why this was the best match of 2016. Remind them how good Nakamura is. We already know how good AJ is. Just remind people, please, because these two are so freaking good together. Like, I remember watching that Wrestle Kingdom match. God, it was so good. It was really good. I want that again, and you can do that. And if this is really like, if AJ really is retiring at the Royal Rumble, let him go out with a bang like this. At least do that. You know, I'm not fully expecting a tour because AJ said, yeah, this is probably gonna be my last year, blah blah blah, whatever. Honestly, in my mind, I don't see him going past WrestleMania this year.
Same.
Like, I could see his career ending at Mania, but if it ends at the Royal Rumble, that's at least a bookmark of his career since he did debut at the Royal Rumble and all that. So I can at least chalk it up like that. My biggest thing with AJ retiring is as long as it's on his own terms, fine. But if you're facing Nakamura as one of your final matches, let them go at it. Please, just let them go. Take the leashes off.
I agree. As somebody who wasn't here for the kicking nuts, I'm glad I wasn't, because that just sounds horrendous just to watch or even hear about. But when I saw this on screen, like seeing this match happening, and I just love how AJ looks at Nick. You have space on the card? They're like, of course for you, I got space on the card. I will add you. It's official. In my head, I'm like, it sounds so produced. It sounds so produced in that. Like, hey, you got space on the card? Of course they do, motherfucker. They, like, yes, they're gonna add you in the card.
They had 3 matches when they usually have 4. It's just like, yeah, we were saving a spot for you, AJ. Don't worry.
Of course. It's not like we added you last minute and we needed somebody to just fill in the card. Yeah, of course. You and Nakamura, moneymaker, of course. So you guys are gonna cook. When there was repeating the repeat around like 10:40, 10:35, they was showing like, 2 more sets in the main event. These are the matches. I'm like, wait. So without AJ Nakamura, you guys had 3 matches? That's fucking insane. Yeah. It was Jacob Fatu, Cody Rhodes, and then the Fatal 4-Way, and then AJ Nakamura, and the 4th one was what?
The women's tag match with Rio versus Judgment Day. Hey, look, man, that was going to be like a 45-minute banger. So now that's going to be cut down to 30 minutes.
Hey, that's true. So we got to pick our losses and everything. Let's see if these 4 will be a banger and we actually don't complain too much about Saturday Night Main Event. Yeah. But I really am happy that AJ and Nakamura are going to have their moment. Just to see them eye to eye, it was really dope to see. And just how AJ is getting asked, like, are you sure about this? It keeps making a question, like Royal Rumble is kind of feeling like a must-see. like you better not miss it at 2 p.m. because you will be seeing spoilers because there's so many things happening. Like it's an unpredictable Royal Rumble, male and female, a unpredictable winner of AJ and Gunther. Does AJ retire? Is that his final match officially, or are we gonna still see him push to Royal Rumble? Are we gonna see him, have one last whole Raw title, or is this the last one to kind of say, hey, this is my anniversary of when I entered the WWE and my last whole Raw for the bye? So it's interesting to see where it could go. Like, I love this, and I appreciate that at least they're putting a little last few touches if it is his last one.
Oh yeah. But drop anything to add with this turn of events of AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura tomorrow night.
I mean, I agree. I mean, if you're gonna treat this as AJ's little retirement tour, or if you want to label it that way, or give him some of his best matches before he hangs up his boots once and for all, just take your time with it. Don't rush into things like, too quickly and everything. I mean, it's like Watkins said, we don't really know for sure. He could easily sign like maybe a little extension if he wants to, but it all depends. Because I do recall him saying many times he does want to finish it here in WWE, so maybe there's a couple other matches he wants to do. Like, thankfully, he was able to do John last year one last time, so that was good. But, there's still other people that he could potentially wrestle again. I mean, I wouldn't mind him and Cody going at it again because they've always had great matches with each other, or him and Randy Orton running it back again, stuff like that. At least, like, even like given, like, I wouldn't mind having him and Javon Evans or something. Like, that would be nice, having a match between them, or whatever the case may be. Mello, maybe him and Obafemi have a match with each other. Like, who knows? There's a lot of stuff on the table. I just hope they take their time with
it. Drop one to talk about WWE jerking us around. Don't jerk me around with Obafemi versus AJ Styles.
Yeah.
Don't jerk me around like that with that possibility. Don't give me something I want that I might not get. Don't do that to me. Well, hopefully they get time. Hopefully they're allowed to do what they want in the match. Yeah, just again, I'm just happy. And as long as this is all on AJ's terms, fine. Because at that point, who am I to really complain if it's AJ's choice? That it's his choice to do. It's how he wants to go out. Fine.
Yeah.
Fine. Do what you need to, buddy. You've had a hell of a career anyways, so end it how you want to, because sometimes some of them don't get to end it as they want to.
Yeah.
So,
or some people could be like Sting and wrestle to his 70.
Yeah. Or Ric Flair, who almost dies in the ring and will probably end up dying in the ring.
Yeah.
I can almost guarantee that's why he had that one match like 2 years ago or whatever.
After he's been gone from the internet.
Kind of. He shows up in like rap music videos and all that. So, but speaking of music videos, hey, we got the Wyatts taking on the MFTs in a match. I was almost gonna say banger of a match, but I'm like, wait a minute, no. What would have been a banger of a match is if they did what I thought they were doing and what they were kind of promoting, or it's just like MFTs versus the Wyatts. It's all gonna end tonight for the tag titles. It's just like, okay, I'm sorry. Like the way they were building this and promoting this, it's like, oh, we're just gonna have just a big old war between the two factions because there's gonna be interference anyway, which there was, by the way. There's gonna be interference anyway. Just have both teams, both sides, both the freaking Clampets and the Jebediahs. I forgot what that feud was, so apologies, everybody. Just have them fight. Have the two families fight. Instead, you're just doing a regular tag match? And come on. Come on. As good as Joe Gacy and Dexter Loomis can be, come on, man. Why do they have to always defend the
This was
titles?
probably one of the matches me and Vash were just chilling out.
It was
Yeah.
fucking hilarious because chat. It was me and Drop talking to each other, asking, "Wait, what kind of match is this?" We both forgot it was a tag titles match because we remember being promoted last week, but we forgot it was an actual match because they didn't even talk about, hey, promoting the match, tag titles, nothing. We thought, oh, it seems like it's gonna be a 4-on-4. And then Watkins also said the same thing on the SmackDown thread. Like, yo, I didn't even know what this match was gonna be until it happened. I'm like, yo, we all. So it shows that we felt the same because
Well-
they looked like they didn't even know what they were promoting. Because I thought, and it should have been a 4-on-4 where you could have had the tag titles still involved because you guys are a team. So it didn't matter who the fucking won because anybody could substitute in another. And guess what? Like Watkins said, we had interference that we knew and expected was gonna happen. And for fucking like the lamp, and then like I feel bad for the Wyatt Sicks because they premiered so good last year in the end of 2024, and they had a very bumpy 2025, and then to kind of feel like the timeline, the online community, the IWC says that the tag titles got ruined because of Wyatt Sicks, and that sucks to hear that. Because the Wyatt Sicks are meant to be praised, are meant to be an honor for Bray Wyatt. But then to feel like they killed the tag team division where the Street Profits are not there, Fraxim is having a whole.
Oh, don't even get me started with that.
One division.
Well, yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk
I
about
know.
that when we get.
And
to
then
it.
where the hell
Ugh.
is Motor City Machine Gun? Like the tag team title division just
Yeah,
was
where'd they
great
go?
in the first 6 months of last year of 2025,
Yeah.
and then just died down.
Yeah.
Como que pasó?
Yeah, I just don't know. Like I remember because it was promoted last week, and I remember being on this show clearly saying this is really cool because they're gonna have both groups just facing off each other for the tag titles, not just a regular tag match. Gonna be all of them because that's how they were promoting it. Just do that. It would have been cool. It would have been neat. It would have been different. It would have been innovative. Hey, those are the same freaking buzzwords I used last week when I was just like, oh, this could be cool. This could be innovative. This is fresh.
Yeah.
You didn't do it. You
No.
kept it safe.
Yeah.
Always
This was
playing
whack.
it safe.
But
Yeah.
guess what? The people that kept promoting themselves that they're gonna win gold, and they guess what? They got gold.
Yeah, they finally did.
They finally
Yeah,
got gold.
the
Now,
MFTs do win.
Yeah.
now Tangaloa hopefully next week answers the call for Carmelo Hayes, U.S. title match, and maybe we
Yeah.
can finally see Tangaloa maybe win unexpectedly. Then adds the other gold in the mid card
Yeah,
division,
and
and then we're gonna see Solo Sikoa versus Drew McIntyre by elimination chamber.
Oh,
most
no.
likely.
Sure. No.
And have
Yeah.
Tama Tonga take off that face paint too, because now he looks awkward. Because everybody else took it. Everybody else has it off now. Just randomly, they were like pushing that really hard. Now all of them don't have it anymore. He's the only one wearing it. Just like throw him inside of a bathroom and take a little shower hose and just get it off of him. Like they don't really need that face paint.
Man, why are you judging Tama Tonga like that? He just loves to put makeup on, you know. He wants to look like the Kiss Demon, you know. That's all he wants.
They
The
remind me
Samoan
of Kiss
Kiss
so
demon.
much. They reminds me of so much of Kiss, but not the type of Kiss from our rock and roll. Is our Kiss from Scooby Doo type of Kiss, the animated Kiss
Oh
versions.
my god,
That's what he
man.
reminds me of.
the Kiss disrespect tonight, I swear.
Hey, they're amazing. They're voiced by them as well, and they love Scooby Doo. They enjoy being part of those
God.
short films as well, those side projects they did.
So
But
now
hey,
I'm just recalling the Family Guy episode where they go see Kiss in concert.
oh, I remember that episode too.
Oh, dude, it's the part. Sorry, quick side tangent, real quick. It's the part where they're at the concert and they're doing "I Want to Rock and Roll All Night,"
Yeah.
and then like they throw the microphone right in front of Lois's face, and she doesn't know the words to the song, and she's just like, "And have a wonderful time," and everything just stops.
It was
And Gene Simmons is just like, wow, I don't even want to continue playing anymore. I just want to go. I just want to leave.
Bro comes to a concert and doesn't even know the words of the most popular rock band of all time. But hey, I'd rather talk about this than the next tag team match that happened, guys, because the wrong team won, not the team that they've been promoting of Nia Jax and Lash Legend, chat. Because we had a tag team of number one contender after Rhea and Io match tomorrow that they will most likely be winning of Liv Morgan and Roxanne. We had Giulia and Kiana James versus Charlexa versus Nia Jax and Lash Legend. In my opinion, chat, the wrong team won because why the fuck do we have Giulia, who's still the mid-carder champion of the U.S. champion of the women division, and she is with Kiana James and being the winner for the next match, most likely on the next SmackDown or the SmackDown before the Saudi show. Cool. I would have rather have seen Nia Jax and Lash Legend, that team that they're actually pushing as a tag team division side. But hey, what can you do?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I'm just really hoping, like, now that these people aren't featured, like the ones that lost can actually be in the main event scene now. Because like I don't even want to begin getting into that other women's segment a little bit later. But I mean, at least you get to see Giulia like go toe to toe with Io, so I mean that's pretty cool. Because more than likely, Rhea and Io's probably gonna win that match later. Just throw that out there. I don't really see them losing it that quick, especially if they have bigger plans for either Liv or Roxanne, which would be smart outside of like tag titles. But I mean, it is what it was. I mean, there you go. We got number one contender. So Rhea and Io have their work lined up for them afterwards, so they know the next task to do after that. I don't really have much to really say here. I mean, if anything, I just really hope they do something with, like, I'm not really worried about Alexa or Charlotte that much. Not even worried about Nia or Lash, because, I mean, I'm pretty sure they're going to be fine. It's mainly, like, Giulia I'm concerned about. Like, I'm just really hoping they do something with her, or I don't know, man. It just feels really awkward at times.
Right. I mean, honestly, I'm kind of the opposite from you guys. At least at one point with it, I'm fine with Giulia and Kiana winning.
Oh, I didn't have any issue with that.
Yeah, because I mean, honestly, this match was just for a side quest for Rio. Like that's all it was. It was just like, okay, who's gonna win the side quest mission for Rio? Okay, great. Kiana James and Giulia. Cool, great, awesome. Because like I feel like we're building for WrestleMania, at least Charlotte and Alexa going up against Rio. I feel like that's going to be the WrestleMania match, and they're going to have to get through Lash and Nia. And Lash and Nia have already been going through the women's tag division like a whole storm and all that, you know.
Yeah.
I guess not pun intended, but whatever.
No.
So it's like, all right, we've built up this monster team already. And so how are Charlotte and Alexa going to get through that? You know, that's part of that story. That's their side quest to get to Rio. Rio, they just got to be Giulia and Kiana James. And I mean, let's just be honest with ourselves. Even though she got the pinfall tonight, Kiana James is more than likely taking that pinfall when they face against Rhea and Io whenever that happens.
But hey, the positive thing out of this, we're gonna see Io versus Giulia in some of those segments of the match that night. So that's a positive thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to the most, is seeing like both of them go at it and everything.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I'm here for that.
Yeah, so I'm not worried about that. And I do like to finally they're doing something with like the whole Charlotte and Alexa team up thing, because
oh yeah, the shirts.
Yeah, well, like we had the shirts, the backstage segment where like Charlotte is still being a little cocky, where it's just like, oh, I won the Rumble last year. Like they're kind of reminiscing about the Rumble from last year. And I mean, part of it was, you know, not only Charlotte winning, but Alexa coming back. So both of them have some fond memories from just a year ago. A year later, you know, and even Alexa breaks this down. She's just like, look, if you didn't win the Rumble last year, you wouldn't have, you know, lost to Tiffany. We wouldn't have made a tag team. We wouldn't have become tag team champions, and we wouldn't be in this situation right now that we're in, you know, which is kind of a good situation. But like, I kind of like this character of Charlotte's right now, where it's just like she's kind of like that delusional self of her where she's just like she's constantly thinking of herself on the top, which I mean, Charlotte is good, you know. So it's like she's just kind of playing upon that more. So I don't know. I kind of like that a little bit. And I feel like it is going to play into the Rumble a little bit. Maybe Charlotte's going to self-sacrifice herself for Alexa. And then later on down the road, she's going to blame Alexa for costing her winning the Rumble again. Like I can see the writing there, and it's fine to do like a story to like do a pivot like that with this team with their story. Just it depends on if they're gonna do that, and if WWE writers end up being as nuanced with a story like that. But that also involves getting a new writing team and all that stuff. So yeah, fine, cool, neat, whatever. But side quests are about to happen until we get to WrestleMania. Fine, cool, neat, whatever. US title match time. Open challenge. Well, open challenge as Carmelo Hayes takes on Ilja Dragunov. Now, I did the quotations for the open challenge because we find out that earlier in the night, Carmelo did go up to Dragunov and just like, hey, man, you know, I want you to answer the open challenge tonight, kind of giving back to Dragunov for giving him the opportunity and all that. But the Miz shows up, and Miz is being the Miz. Like, he's being a dick. He's just like, yeah, what about my opportunity? What am I going to get? Nice of you to give Ilja all these. I find it kind of funny because, like, I feel like Miz is kind of poking fun at the old guys too, like the old guard, who are just like, oh, people are too nice anymore. You're just all happy-go-lucky, you know, iron sharpens iron. Oh, we're fun rivals, blah, blah, blah. We're so nice to each other. Man, what happened when people just hated each other, man? Like, what happened to the days when we kicked somebody out of the locker room for eating chicken over a bag? And if you know that story, you know it. So yeah,
Yeah, go check out the interview.
indeed. But then another belter of a match between these two. These two guys, Dragunov and Carmelo, they are wrestling soulmates, I think. Because
Oh,
like
they are.
you have the Saiyan Czar, as I like to call him, who loves fighting. Like he's not a Zaraki type where he's dumb, because he's not dumb. Like Ilja Dragunov is calculated, but damn, there was a point, and I love this part. It might be my favorite part of the match. It was when they were both on the apron, and they're like both like chopping the shit out of each other.
Oh,
And Ilja just kind of like laughs. He's just like, I love this. And Carmelo's
Oh,
just like,
yeah.
what the hell
what the
is
fuck
wrong
is wrong
with
with
you?
you? And the thing
Love
is,
it.
you can look at that and it looks so genuine. It's like he's dead as
Yes.
asking.
The fuck
Out
is
of
wrong with
character.
you?
What the fuck is wrong with you? He's like, slap me more, hit me fucking more.
He's just like, oh,
And
do
Carmelo's
it.
like, I don't
Do
even
it.
want to know more. It doesn't even seem fun for me. It seems fun for you. Carmelo's like, I don't want to. I don't want to slap
It's like
you no more.
it's like Mello in his spirit. It's just like, yeah, I need to face Dragunov so I can keep getting better. But then in the middle of he's just like,
I
oh,
don't
dang
want
it,
to
why'd I
no
do
more.
this?
There was one cutter, a cutter that was on the side of the ring, on the other
Mhm.
side of that was so stiff. Like I just felt both of their pain when Carmelo tried to do the twist in the cutter, but Ilja Dragunov, he didn't twist because the ropes got in the way, and then they fell to the edge of the ring, to the side on the floor. You could just hear the stiffness of
Oh, yeah.
that move. I was like, I know it didn't execute as they wanted to, but still, like, that looked painful. Hopefully, you guys are good.
Yeah,
But great match. It's just,
it was hard.
I can't add more to what the comedy. So that's one thing I appreciate about them, that they are, as you mentioned, they have good chemistry. They already have the flair within one another. However, you cannot add more to what they already have established over the past 8-10 matches we have seen them in. So at least they're adding the commentary, the comedy of around it, that you can remember those small moments. I was like, Carmelo say, what the fuck is wrong with you? And Dragunov was like, smack me some more, hit me, hit my ass, hit my fucking face, hit my chest. All those things are fucking that we are talking about it for the past 2 minutes just shows that it just adds more flair to it. For the match itself, I cannot add more to what, like I already said, the stiff moments, a few other things that I will mention, or the walk as well. But it's just that I love how they just add more than just the moveset. You just add more to the comedy, those little small moments. And that's something I appreciate about both of these guys.
Sorry, I just got in my head. I'm just like, oh my god, what if Dragunov makes it weird? It's just like, oh, harder, daddy. It's just like, wait, Dragunov, why would you do that? No, what is wrong with you? I'm just like, oh no, don't do that. Don't make it weird, Dragunov. But
Not like
yeah,
I could imagine them doing that. Like knowing them too, they be having some blast. Like, Carmelo's the type of guy that's doing 6'7" in the middle of the ring. So
Yeah.
he's the type of guy that would do this.
God,
It is true.
it would be funny as shit. But I mean, the good, awesome match was tainted by The Miz coming out, pushing Dragunov, Carmelo not knowing that had happened, but taking advantage. Oh my god, the sell from the first 48. Oh,
Oh, that was
yeah.
great.
Oh, it was so good. It was so good. Oh my god. Not a fan of the finish though,
No, the
because of the
finish
Miz,
sucked.
but yeah. Oh, go ahead, drop, lay it on us. How'd you feel about the finish?
I mean, I didn't really care for it. I'm just like really like, you want to talk about fatigue? I'm Miz fatigue. Like if he's not involved into something like interesting, then I'm not gonna really bother with it. Because it's like we ignored this whole thing with him and Carmelo for so long. Now we want to revisit it again. This should have been something that was resolved before he got here with the U.S. title, so he could focus on better things.
Yeah.
Just does nothing to me. Like I'd rather see an actual feud between Ilja Dragunov and Carmelo Hayes than the Miz getting involved with whatever's going on. I mean, he messed with the wrong person, I'll tell you that. So he's gonna get his ass handed to him.
Yeah. Oh my god. I hope next week we get it announced Miz versus Ilja Dragunov. God, honestly, give me that match. Just give me that match.
And let Miz cook. Let Miz cook as him, not just like the character. Let Miz cook because he will cook something with Ilja Dragunov.
I'm gonna correct you. I'm gonna spell check you. I'm gonna auto correct you, if you will, because we use iPhones, right? I hope Miz gets cooked during that match. I hope he gets put like like a rotisserie chicken or like one of those pigs you see in cartoons over the fire, just like spitting, and Dragunov's just like chopping every time like his chest comes to him. He's just like, oh, harder. Oh.
I hope somebody does the meme of the JJK. Ilja Dragunov is the one here, and the Miz in the background. He like or fucking Gunther as well, or Gunther.
Oh my
Gunther
god,
could be in that one.
Yeah.
I want it.
And a Grande Americano be the person getting smack.
Oh.
Chad, this podcast episode has been going off the rails in almost every segment.
Look, man.
Hey, if you want to hear about another segment that nobody will remember in 0.5 seconds, it's Jade Cargill versus Chelsea Green, because Jordan Gray said, "Hey, I don't want to wait for fucking WrestleMania. Can we just do this right now?"
Yeah.
And I said, "Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
just do the
drop
segment
on
as
call."
long as she wrestles under 5 minutes.
Power moves.
Burn.
Power moves.
That's funny. That's what Drop said too on the phone call. He literally said, "All she does is power moves and a power bomb."
Yeah, that's literally it. It's like there's literally like you're in training mode in like 2K and you just have the finisher, like unlimited finishers like unlocked, and she just keeps spamming them. Or she's like any Smash player, just spamming specials and shit.
Man, I love Chelsea Green. I love her. Like, I love her mindset when it comes to things, because she's just like, I heard about this from, it was one of the episodes of Unreal I didn't watch, but she had a little bit in in Unreal this season, but she was just like, man, sometimes I do get down about, not being top more higher on the card, but then I remember, oh wait, I'm building a house right now. I'm building my dream house right now. Whatever. But like she has this mindset of like as long as she's on TV and plus somebody has to lose a match anyways,
Yeah.
like that I just really like Chelsea Green's mindset when it comes to being a professional wrestler and all that. And she's good at her job. She's good at making people look good.
And she
That's
wants to.
yeah, and she's always lifting other people up. Like there was an interview that came out during the past week where apparently like whenever a
Yep.
female talent is let go, she's always contacting them being like, "Hey, here's some contacts for you, whether they are leaving like AEW, WWE, TNA, AAA, whatever." Like she always tries to reach out to them. So like I don't know, just the person behind the character
I believe
is what keeps me invested.
I believe also a few male superstars also quote retweeted that a
Mhm.
report, and one of the most from TNA saying that this is very true. I could confirm this that
Yeah.
this happened recently when I was like go or something like that. Like they gave a little small type of synopsis saying that they could relate to this type of scenario because it's true. So it shows how great for Chelsea Green, and I do agree with what you mentioned, Watkins. I didn't see the clip you're talking about, but I could hear that being heard, like that type of mindset for
Mhm.
like, hey, I would love to be more on the card. She deserves it. She literally has
Yeah.
a few matches.
Huh.
People are known for her from the Lucha Underground with fucking Penta. People ask her like, "Oh, now the Pentas will be having this match." She
I
literally
know.
had, I think, another report or like another type of conversation, and she literally said that will probably be the only and last time that you guys will ever see that match, which is probably true because
Yeah.
WWE will not let her wrestle how she's supposed to wrestle or how good she is. Like, if people understand, Chelsea Green, this is a kind of person for you guys to know. Chelsea Green is as good as Natty Neidhart. Those are two people that on the roster that are
Well,
not show the full potential.
let's not get too carried away now. Let's not
Hey,
Yeah,
get
I'm
too
just
that's
saying
carried
as good.
away.
I'm not saying on the same level,
Let's
yeah.
not
not on
get
the
too
same
carried
level,
away.
but
Okay.
as good is what I'm just saying, as good, not on the same exact level, not on the same pedestal,
Anyways, to kind of to
but
kind of
yes,
circle back into all this, so like back into the realms of kayfabe now, not the backstage stuff, more of in lines with kayfabe. So it's like, okay, Chelsea Green taking on Jade Cargill, who's kind of bullying her right now. Let's be honest. Chelsea Green's
eh,
kind of the face in this predicament. But yeah, it's just like Jade's only doing these power moves. That's like, okay, I get that when it's Chelsea Green, because that's kind of her character. That's kind of like the level that she's at with it. But it's like that doesn't inspire me
question
to
though.
get behind or want to see Jade Cargill hold on to this title even longer. And the
that's
fact that like we're I don't mind Jordan Grace getting a push like this, but it's the fact that like
That she's calling it out.
I don't see Jordan Grace beating Jade Cargill for the title like that like this early, you know? And especially with, people spouting rumors about Bianca coming back next week, possibly winning the Rumble too, maybe them facing each other at Mania. Like, there's just so many other factors. I'm just like, why are we throwing Jordan Grace into the women's world title picture right now? Like, why are we pushing her that far immediately just for her to have to go back down the card when Bianca returns, And that's nothing against Bianca, nothing against Jordan. If anything, it's against the company with how they push Jade Cargill, but that's just copy paste what we
ugh.
talked about last week when it
Yeah,
comes to her and her title reign right now.
yeah. I mean, that might just be like a copy and paste for the rest of her reign, if I'm being honest, because she's the only one I have issues with when it comes to her creative. I had not
Mhm.
Chelsea Green is doing nothing wrong. I've just had problems with Jade. That's what
Yeah.
that's the reason why I come on here, because this has been my main issue ever since they didn't really capitalize with this whole heel turn thing. They're just having her walk around with a title with a prop, and this has been my biggest issue with people that do that. They just walk around with the walk around with the title as a prop. They don't really do anything, and you want to put her against somebody like Jordan Grace that shouldn't be in the, I only want Jordan Grace in a position if she's gonna win the title. I know I said last time just hand it to her, but that was me just speaking. Like, come on, Jade's just not really
Right.
doing it for me right now. But in all honesty, though, like, if Jordan's gonna win it, I'd rather her just win it. But I mean, I don't want her just being fed to Jade just get some momentum under her belt, and whoever wins the Rumble, you know, gets that shot at her if they choose to go after her, because we don't know 100% if they are gonna go after her. But it's like, I don't know, man. I just feel like everything's backwards with this. Like I kind of wish if like the long-term plan was Bianca, I kind of wish like they held off on this a little bit, and then once she was back, she was healthy and everything, then you could transition into that, because there is some story with that. But that's the thing, it's just story with that.
Yeah.
On Bianca's end, she can carry both sides, but what is creative going to do to help Jade? Because creative, and there's the reason why I'm saying this, and I'm going to keep bringing up creative just to sink it through your guys' heads that listen to this show, but it just, every time they put her out there, it's like, well, what else is new? It's literally like the same thing every week, or you're just like swapping things around, but it's literally the same match. Like I just don't understand what's going on. Like, they had this whole thing when she came in that, you know, they were really going to push her to the top. They were going to do this, they were going to do that. And here we are, she won her first world title and everything, and it doesn't really feel memorable at all.
Yeah.
Like, the only highlight out of Jade as of recent that creative has done is probably the heel turn.
Yeah, and even that was just kind of, I mean, it was a good moment, and it did lead to some freshening up. But yeah, once she won that title, it's just like, okay, what are we gonna do more with it? Are we gonna do like, are we gonna add some more character besides her just being like, I'm that bitch and throwing people into walls and all that? Like,
Yeah.
can we do a little bit more? Can we have longer than a 5-minute match? Like, at least a 5-minute action worth match? Oh yeah, I forgot this is WWE. We've always got to be cold and calculated when we're heels and all that. That's right. Also known as wrestling slow or whatever. Plodding along. I don't know. Just one better, man. Like, we know you can do better. We know damn well you can do better. Look at freaking 2024 and 2023.
Great 2 years. That's how I got back. But then 2025, it's like they was sleeping, they was napping, they was in the hyperbolic time chamber and not doing any of the
Yeah.
work. Actually doing there, they was just taking naps in there. But
Which an interesting thing with that though too, which kind of ties into this next one as well. So this is kind of part of the conversation. I don't know if you guys saw this clip or this like quote coming out this whole week, but it was during Logan Paul's uh podcast, Impulsive, where he had said something about like people giving criticism to Triple H and all that, and he had stated something. I don't have the full quote on me right now, but
oh,
it stated something about like people should not be blaming him. There's like, as somebody in the inside, and he didn't get into too much detail, but he was just like, there's a lot of things that go on that people don't know about, and it's not just Triple H. Which, I'm sorry, tinfoil hat and all that. It just like, it backs up my claim I had most of last year. Ever since the Netflix deal,
Netflix.
and ever since the TKO shit, everything's been changing for the worst. And we've seen examples from the TKO side. I mean, let's
The seats,
remember,
prices.
yeah, the seats, yeah, with them being like, oh yeah, Vince only cared about having like pricing for families and all that, where he wasn't really maximizing his profits. It's like, motherfucker, he, he actually understood
Because
the business a little bit, at least the
because
business side of it to a
because
point.
chat. Remember when these were called indies wrestling. These were for family, for people to go to events. Even Cody Rhodes has said it, that
Yeah.
it's like the circus, that we are like the entertainers. But guess what? You only get the full good shows when it's in live events where you find them and go where they're much better, or when you go to overseas
Mm.
when you have a much better show, because that's where that
Yeah.
actually feels more entertaining, the crowd and everything's better. But when it comes to
And
this,
well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was the thing. It was just like
Yeah.
this is why I use that story as like a transition, because it's like, okay, most of it is creative. Obviously, like we say creative, it's not just one person, it's a whole team. But it's just like, can we not come up with anything better for people than having your mask stolen, winning a match, having your mask back, and then having it be stolen again, which is prolonging a story even further. This would have been the perfect ending for this Johnny Gargano versus Fraxium thing. A great ending, because you had Axiom get one over on Candace. Perfect. She's blinded. She's mad. She threw the mask down. Axiom, you had the mask. Nathan Frazer, first of all, you look like a dang mini Seth Rollins, which makes sense since he helped train you and all that. But man, I think my one
100%.
nitpick with Nathan Frazier, slow down. So like slow down a little bit, dude, because you're very frantic in your body, how quick you move and all that. And it gets to a point where I'm just like, okay, hold on, just slow down, let everything kind of breathe a little bit, just a little bit, But again, nitpick, fine, cool, whatever. But like, you had the perfect ending for it. You could have just moved on. Johnny Gargano could have done something different. Fraxium could do something different.
And
But
no.
no, we're just sticking to it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like it literally feels like I was watching like two kids just fight over like their favorite toy or something. Like
Yeah.
I don't understand. Like the thing that bothers me is like I know these wrestlers like Johnny Gargano, Nathan Frazer, and Axiom can do so much better than this, because I had high hopes when Fraxium came up on SmackDown to be tag teams. Now they're doing all this stupid shit. Like, why are we having the whole point of the story just being Axiom's like other mask being stolen, and then he gets it back, but then Candace ends up getting it, and then she runs off and everything. Like, well, why is this like the whole story here? Like, I don't understand. Like, it's not funny. Like, we really need to like use wrestlers as wrestlers, and if there's people that fit that bill, then put him in positions like this. Like, I don't want when Powerhouse Hobbs comes over, because I have a feeling he's more than likely going to be showing up at the Rumble or something. They already said he signed and everything. So it's like, whenever, like, Royce Keys is his name, which I have no issues with that at all. He's actually naming himself after his child, which is really nice. But like the thing is, like when he comes over, I don't want to see him doing comedy gimmicks. He's not a comedy gimmick guy. He's not going to be running around chasing masks and doing stuff like that. Like, the people that you bring in this company, look at them, figure out what you're going to do with them, and then put them where they need to be. Like, I don't understand like why this is still going on. Candace can be doing so much better than this. She could be involved in the mid card, but she's playing. She's just like acting like a clown, like outside of the ring most of the time, just helping Johnny win his matches and stuff. And I'm sorry, but Johnny, he does. I remember feeling this way before in the past, but Johnny doesn't really like rub me off as like a good heel at all. He's just naturally lovable. That's why they call him Johnny Wrestling. So it's like, put him in that position where a lot of people fell in love with him. Like, I don't understand why it's like so hard to book like these people. Like, it should be very simple. You look at Johnny Gargano, Nathan Frazer on paper, yeah, that's a pretty damn good match. But if you're gonna give me something like this to watch, I mean, I'm not gonna have fun with that.
Yeah. And I mean, again, like the action in the match was good. I had my nitpick about, Nathan Frazer being like moving so frantic, but I mean, it was a good match. it still was. Like action wise, it is good. It's just you guys got to do a little better with everything else around it, you know. And I mean, Johnny doesn't have a tag team partner anymore because Ciampa's not renewing his contract. So it's just like, where even does Johnny Gargano go beyond this? Is he going to get a new tag team partner? Is that going to be? Oh my God! Is freaking? I mean, I'm going to keep calling him Powerhouse Hobbs until the name sticks around. Actually, no, I guess he wouldn't be on the main roster right away because NXT freaking needs a main event scene because they just got gutted. So, no, never mind. No, don't put Obafemi in this. Don't put Obafemi in this. Never mind. No, never mind. I'm gonna shut up now. I'm gonna stop putting things into the universe like that. That's just
I was about to say your ideas don't
No.
sound great right now.
no, I'm not cooking.
You're
right
shooting
there.
blanks.
I'm not cooking right there. No, I went to McDonald's instead of Chipotle or whatever. I don't know. Fuck it. I haven't had Chipotle in years, but whatever.
It's good. I do recommend. But chat, I do hope Johnny Gargano has a good type of single division. Let's see what happens. His NXT song is there. We just gotta hope that Johnny Gargano gets executed well when it comes to his single run. Maybe answer Carmelo Hayes, open challenge instead of you caring about your fucking mask. Like, probably go for the title.
Yeah.
Have a goal.
Possibly
Or
turn
just
on
be
baby face.
Yeah, just turn face, and go after somebody that's calling out toxic masculinity. Which brings us to our quick fire segment because Kit Wilson is tired of all the toxic masculinity around, especially stemming from Matt Cardona.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad Kit Wilson's getting something in his singles run and all that, and it does seem to be sticking a lot. I love his new theme song. There's that.
Catchy, so
the toxic masculinity thing. I do. There's a part of me that does like how that is kind of his gimmick right now, and plus you do need this kind of jobber character on your roster for people just to beat up. I mean, let's be honest. Like everybody needs a role on the roster. Kit Wilson's fitting that role, and I think he's fitting it quite nicely. So maybe we can just have the match next week, have it be done and over with, and
yes, please
move on for him to get beaten up by somebody else. But yeah, I mean, I think it's good to have like Matt Cardona be the foil for him because it's just like, I mean, he's a bro. He's a New York bro. So what better thing to fight off against the messenger against toxic masculinity than a New York bro? Isn't that right? The New York bro that's in this call right now.
I do miss just hearing the song. Woo woo woo, you know it.
Oh, that yeah.
I just miss that. I just like it. Just shows like the Zack Ryder character is also toxic masculinity, but it's just more on the nose. So Matt Cardona is just the bro from New York. So like they're both the same. Just one, it's just without the extra flair, and it's just funny when I think about Matt Cardona. It's just hearing the interviews, knowing that he gets the spray tan right before we see him on TV and everything. I could just imagine that whenever I see him pop on the screen, like, oh, good 20-30 minutes ago, he had his wife just do a little spray tan on him. I just can't unsee it no more. I can't unsee it.
Lucky bastard. Anyways.
You have any thoughts about this?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Hey guys, we have come to the end of our show, right, Watkins? Because it's time to go to bed.
Yeah. As you can hear, everybody, my two lovely co-hosts, they've been up for the past 72,000 hours. So they're ready. They're ready for bed. I'm ready for bed. We're gonna be getting a lot of snow. It's already like, I don't know about y'all's area. It's super windy where I'm at right now, and I'm like, oh.
I just hope when I wake up tomorrow, it's not ruining my plans. Well, later today, I should say.
Yeah, I know the weather's not supposed to hit my area until the evening, so
okay, as long as it's the evening.
Yeah, at least then.
just for the fun of it, I ask Google, what is 72 hours? And it says 3,000 days, which is approximately 8.22 years.
Yeah, so these two need their beauty rest. So yeah,
Our
final thoughts
hibernation.
on the show. I don't know. It seems like everybody's still kind of in the same mindset that they were at the beginning here. I mean, I thought that there was some good stuff in this show, mainly dealing with like the main event picture and all that. What else was there? Oh, the AJ Styles stuff.
Nakamura, yeah.
Nakamura, of course. Honestly, the deepness that we're getting with Cody's character, or like the dark kind of turn, or like just the seeds being planted there. I do like what they're doing. Just I really hope they have some nuanced writers to really get it into full swing. But a lot of the other stuff kind of ranged from all right, or
New
you have
tag champs.
your banger open challenge of a US title match, to why are we doing this with Jade? Can we move on with this Johnny Gargano thing?
Yeah.
But hey, toxic masculinity has to ruin everything, doesn't it? It has to ruin and rule everything. Vash, any closing thoughts about SmackDown tonight?
Guys, go check out our Star Wars video. Go check out
Yes.
our more entertaining of the Masters of the Universe, our Muppets. Go check out those. There's more entertaining of
Watch the
SmackDown.
Muppets.
Yeah.
Go watch our short form content. We have a lot form. We dropped almost a good 10 this past week, so I'm very impressed and happy ourselves. I feel like those were more. If you watch those 10, is more entertaining than SmackDown tonight.
Yeah. I agree. I'm glad you promoted that.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, stay tuned next week when we talk about things, because we're gonna break down some of those trailers. Don't you worry, folks. We're gonna be talking about those trailers.
We've done 211. We're gonna be talking about breakdown. We're gonna definitely hear some great thoughts from Trev talking about Star Wars: The Darth Maul. Well,
Yeah, you guys
the whole timeline thought Darth Maul was dead. It was hilarious on the timeline.
Oh my god, I saw that. Shit. I'm just
I
like,
was
guys,
laughing.
even me, who didn't watch that season of Clone Wars, knows he came back. He was at the end. He was at the end of Solo.
He was at
Did
the
anybody
Solo.
else? Oh my god, fucking
He
drop
was there.
any final comments about SmackDown before I crash out about idiots online.
Reading comprehension, chat.
Yeah. No, I
That's
think
a big sigh.
I think I said what I said earlier. Just stay tuned for the Mario movie trailer tomorrow.
Oh wait, we're getting another trailer tomorrow?
Yeah.
Hey guys, you might get another trailer reaction from myself or Watkins tomorrow, or maybe Drop might make an appearance.
I call
One
dibs.
of us
I
will be
call
doing.
dibs.
All right, it might be Watkins then. He's calling dibs.
Yeah, because you might actually get Yoshi shown off in that one.
Oh,
my
shit.
god, yes.
All right, you might get
Also-
reaction, and then you will get discussion right after chat.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Oh
Other
man,
than
but stay
that,
tuned. Yeah.
Watkins, take us home.
Oh, I would love to take a lovely lady home, but unfortunately I'm stuck with you two. So fine, I'll take you two home. Fine, whatever. All those links, all those things we were talking about, you can find those links in the description below. Follow us on those social media platforms. You got Legendary Vash, Drop This Box, Watkins MW, Weebs of the Ring, of course. Follow us on those social media so you can catch us on there. And of course, the parent company of Animal We Studio. You can see all of our fun shenanigans as we just have fun. Have fun with the media that we consume and talk about and break down and all that. But as always, thank you for joining us for the podcast tonight. Or if you're listening to us in the morning, thank you for joining us. Thank you for taking time out of your day to listen to the Weebs of the Ring podcast. If you enjoyed what we had to say, again, all those links are in the description. Be sure to subscribe, follow, like this video, and make sure to download all of those episodes on the not the video feed. It's getting late for me too. It's been a long week, folks. Just you know what? Just download our stuff. Enjoy our stuff. Have fun with our stuff. We're gonna have fun with Saturday Night's Main Event tomorrow night too. It might be a short form content. It might end up being an email. We'll see. Because if
Or
Roman,
tweets.
if Roman Reigns can declare
Send a
for the
video
Royal
package?
Rumble through a text message, we can do a short about Saturday night's main event tomorrow night. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see.
Hey, at least Charlotte Flair did her work last year and did one from the boat. At least she did one from the boat, but showing it every single week.
Yeah.
But Roman just did a video package. He said, "You guys are not gonna get one from me in Street Fighter or nowhere else. You're just gonna get a video package. Call it a day."
See, at least Charlotte's had a good view.
Yeah.
Hey, chat, be safe on the East Coast. Be safe on the East Coast. If you're here in the US and watching and everything, because we saw our audio feed on YouTube, we have fans in Singapore. We appreciate ya.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. But before we devolve more into madness, again, follow us on all those social media platforms. Use the hashtag Weebs of the Ring as well to interact with us before, during, or after these shows. It's also a great way to give us feedback because, hey, we're nothing without you guys tuning in. And we love to up our game and continue to do better with each and every show that we do. Weebs of the Ring is presented by Animal We Studio. Thanks, of course, to our production team for all of their hard work to make this show a reality. Thank you again, once again, for joining us. And remember, as always, no stunt grannies were harmed in the recording of this podcast. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll see you on the next episode. Have a good one.
I'm all gas, no brakes tonight.
Have a good night, everybody.
Buenas noches. Hasta la vista.